Since these gradient attacks are being unlocked at the end game, and of course you want to enjoy all of the pictos you have gathered in every area you visited, I have this Lune build that can easily one-hit all of the enemies by using the Gradient Fighter, which is 25% increased damage with gradient attacks. I know that Lune has pretty cool skills and she's very diverse in different elements. She's fun to play, but have you tried Skybreak? I know that some of you are bored of playing one-hit builds, but hey, those people are right. So no one can stop us from bringing some fun playstyles that burst enemies because this is the way we are having fun. First, of course, we need Saper Rim. This is a good weapon for Lune because at level 20, gradient attacks and gradient counters deal 50% more damage. Because of that, she can become the second best damage dealer in the game, since we all know Mael is the best and the most OP damage dealer. The attribute scaling for this weapon is defense and luck. This is also considered the top weapon since the majority of the enemy bosses are also weak to lightning. So yeah, it's a win-win situation. Skybreak is one of the OP gradient attacks that can easily one-hit the enemy. We have managed to create Gomage that deals billions of damage. So now, let's see Skybreak as the one to deal damage. Actually, there are a lot of Lune skills you can use depending on what kind of element you want, such as Hell, Elemental Genesis, Mayhem, and Terra Quake. But since this video focuses on the one-hit build for Lune, Skybreak is the only skill we need. Skybreak can gain 3 light stains after using it. This deals extreme damage to all enemies in just one hit. And the element used depends on which stains Lune has the most. It can also break the enemy, meaning you can still use Skybreak to counter enemy weaknesses. Since we have already discussed how to use pictos efficiently in my past videos, you know that Lune consumes a lot of AP. So don't forget Energizing Turn and Energizing Start. For pictos, of course, equip those that cost too much Lumina, or sometimes increase your speed through pictos. It's up to you, because the attack power won't increase since it's only affected by the attribute scaling. In Lumina, of course, equip those damage dealing Lumina that increase your damage to the enemy. These are the first set of pictos, the buffs and debuff pictos. You need all the buffs that trigger effects that cause increased damage. So what are those? Powerful plus 25% damage. Greater Powerful plus 15% more, so it will give you 40% in total. Rush, this is optional, but it gives you 33% in speed, and Greater Rush plus 25% more with a total of 58%. This is one of the important debuff you should apply to the enemy, which is Defenseless. 25% damage if the enemy is defenseless. Adding Greater Defenseless will give you plus 15% more, with a total of 40%. So let's go to the main pictos. Augmented First Strike, Confident Fighter, First Offensive, Immaculate, Inverted Affinity, Tainted, Painted Power, Glass Cannon, Critical Vulnerability, Warming Up, Teamwork, Roulette, Cheater, Critical Weakness, and First Strike. For status effect damage pictos, Stun Boost, Critical Stun, Burn Affinity, and Critical Burn. And pictos at low health, which are Auto Death and Survivor, so she can go to lower HP and instantly trigger Critical Moment and at Death's Door, which gives you extra damage at low health. Next set of pictos are shield related. In Meteoress, Solidifying, Shield Affinity, and Power Shield. Power Shield gives 10% damage increase per shield points. Since the max shield points is 9, you can have 90% increase damage. For Berso, the only thing you need for him is Phantom Stars and Charging Pictos. Don't forget about the Cerezo weapon, it gives extra damage based on perfection. Doesn't work as it should right now, but we should still use it. Who knows, it might work. Bonus damage from Perfection applies to all allies at half value. Bonus damage no longer applies to Verso. So Auto Death, Second Chance, Shielding Death, Burning Death, Exposing Break, Exposing Attack, Greater Defenseless, Marking Break, Combo Attack 1, 2, 3, Energizing Attack 1 and 2 so he can have max AP next turn and cast Phantom Stars. Charging Alteration, Charging Burn, Charging Critical, Charging Weakness, and Charging Attack. The usual tactic for Verso is to gain more gradient charges and break all the enemies with Phantom Stars. It's the best pair with Lune because Phantom Stars can damage all enemies at once. It is not a single hit skill, so it can apply all status effect. This is where Burn Affinity, Critical Burn, Critical Stun, and Stun Boost will trigger. For Shell, the only skills you need are Fortune's Fury, doubles Lune's damage for 1 turn, and Intervention makes Lune instantly play and gain 4 AP. So the turn order is Lune, Verso, and Shell. The reason why I'm casting Revitalization in 2 turns is because I need to stack Warming Up, which gives 5% damage per turn. I don't need to attack yet, I don't want to waste my first hit. I have pictos that gives plus 50% damage on first hit. So let's reserve that for 3rd turn. Before Lune's 3rd turn, you should apply all the necessary buffs and enemy debuffs like breaking, stunning, marking, and greater defenseless. Once Verso finishes their turn, use Shell to apply Fortune's Fury to doubles Lune's damage. Then for Lune's 3rd turn, use Skybreak and easily one-hit all the enemies. And that's the fun build I made for Lune using the gradient attack called Skybreak. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and like for more informative videos.